Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. So guys, today I am going to start with the lesson number 2 of the calligraphy series. Lesson number 1 has been already uploaded. You can go and check that out. Link is in the description box. In the lesson number 1, we have been discussing or we have discussed about the mistakes that we make when we want to start calligraphy. And there were things that I told you about the paper and the kind of pen that you should be using. And now, in this lesson, I would be covering the 8 strokes of calligraphy, which are the basic strokes, and that will help you to form the letters and then words and then sentences. That's about the strokes. So, the very important thing is that you should subscribe to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Ira Maria. I do calligraphy, watercoloring, and surface pattern designing. So if you're a creative soul, you can join my channel by hitting that subscribe button. I post regularly about calligraphy or watercoloring or surface pattern designing. You can accompany me in my journey. You also learn so many things with me. So without further ado, let's start with the class. Okay, so I just want let can I grab some of my Tombow brush pen. So I'm using Tombow brush pen. This is called as Tombow dual brush pen because it has got 2 tips. Okay, this is for the brush pen, and then at the back we have a monoline pen. I told you about the monoline pen in my previous class. So yeah, I'm grabbing some of my Tombow brush pens. Uh, in calligraphy, you have to follow these 8 strokes, the basic strokes that will make the words, make the letters. That is will help you in the letter formation. So the number 1 is called as upstroke. Upstroke is something that goes up from this line to this line. So before I go into that, I would just like to tell you that what are these lines. So this is the base line. This is the baseline. So this is the baseline where I have to write the letters on that line. I have to write the letters. And can you see that this line has got a width? Okay, this much of width. So this is called as H, or you can also say it's X or H. So this is called the height of the letter. And this line is the middle line. I'll explain when I will start with the formation of letters. So first, let's do the curves. Let's do the strokes. So we have downward stroke, upward stroke, which goes up. Then you move your pen towards the upper line from the baseline. This is called as upstroke. The pressure on your nib or your tip is not too much. So you don't have to put a lot of pressure. Make sure that the thickness of this line is. You can make it slant, you can make it straight. It depends. It can be straight, it can be slant, but it has to be thin because you are not putting a lot of pressure onto your nib. Okay, make it thin. So this is upstroke. Right. This is the first stroke, which is the upstroke. This is the upstroke, or you can also say upper stroke. Next, we're going to talk about the downstroke or downward stroke. What is downstroke? Down, that is, which is something that you have to come like at the bottom. So this line and this line, the upper line, we have to come from this to here, to down, up to down. So we have to go from this line to this line and put a lot of pressure on your tip. You have to put a lot of pressure and see that the lines are thick as we can compare to the upstrokes, as compared to the upstroke. So you have to just kind of make the lines. You can make the lines slant, you can make the lines straight or something like that, sorry, like this. You have to always come from up to down. So you can just say that you're going from up to down, and in this you're coming down. The stroke is going upwards, this stroke is going downwards, downwards, downstroke, upwards, upstroke. And the pressure low, and down, pressure high. Okay, so mind these two things. Now let's move on to the next, which is called as the oval. Oval is something that is like this. You already know something. This is oval. Okay. So this is one of the stroke, and that will help you make the letters or form the letters. So it starts from, not from here, but from somewhere in the middle here. So you have to take your nib upwards first and round it and come to again upwards. Let me just show you. Go up and then down and then up. So what did you see? We started from this point and we went here in a rounded form, okay? And then again we came down and then we moved here and then upwards. Now you have to observe that when you went from this point to this point, you see the thickness is less. So when is the thickness less? When the pressure is low. And always when you're going upwards, your thickness is low. Your thickness of the stroke is low, the pressure is low. So you're going toward this, and then you came down, and then what happened? Your pressure on this particular stroke increased because you were going downwards. This is a kind of downstroke. And then again moving upwards, the thickness is less, and this is more. So what happened? Less thickness, and this is more. So this is thicker line, and this is a thin, this is thick, and now it's happened. Now again you have to practice this. Again, make you go up, down, up, up, down, up. And mind your pressure on the nib. Mind that pressure on the nib. Okay? So this is called as oval. Now, this is called as oval. So let's do the next. This is a 1, 2, 3. Let's do the fourth stroke, which is called as underturn. Underturn. What happens in underturn? It looks like U, something like U. So I'll use a different pen, different brush pen. So underturn looks something like this. You have to make a U, underturn. So U, start from this point, and you have to go down, and then round it, and you can come up. Okay, the pressure is low. Pressure is high, pressure is low. Again, let's go down and then up. Down and then up. Down and then up. So what will happen here exactly? When you were coming down, obviously the pressure was higher, the thickness is more, and then you made a round and you again went upwards. So it is happening this way. So you have to kind of practice this way. Okay, so this is called as underturn. Similarly, the next stroke is called as overturn. So you have to turn over, not from under, but you'll turn from over. Is the just the reverse of this, just vertical of this. Let's see how we can make that. I'm using a Camlin brush pen. So you have to go from down to up. So overturn like this. Go up and then down. Go up and then down. Up and then down. Up and then down. So it is called as overturn. So what is happening exactly here? You went upwards, you took a round and then came downward. So this is happening here. So let me just ask you why it does happen. Because when you were going upwards, you have to put less pressure. When you're coming downward, the pressure is high. So this is called as overturn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strokes are covered. Next, let's see what is going to be the next stroke. It is called as the compound curve or stroke. You can say compound curve or you can say compound stroke. How is that looking? Let's just see. Actually, compound means what? Something that is made with two simple objects and combined together, it's the compound of that two. So it is actually the compound of underturn and overturn. So first, let's see how an overturn looks and let's see how an underturn looks. This is the underturn. Okay, you have to combine both the strokes. So overturn and then stop here, and you have to combine these two strokes, the darker one, and then see. So it is called as the compound curve. So see, it's called as the compound curve and it is made something like that, like this. Okay, curve up, down, and then again up, down, and again up. So actually, basically, this is a combination of these two curves altogether. Next, we will be doing the ascender and descender curve. So ascender curve slash stroke. So ascender looks something like a P. It's a loop kind of a thing. So let me just show you by an example. Ascender is made in a form of P where we will have to start from here, go up and then make a loop, come down. Go up, make a loop and come down. Up, make a loop, come down. Okay, so you're going upwards, stroke is thin and you moved and came right onto your baseline, starting from the midline and went up and then made a downstroke, loop and then a downstroke. It's a loop and then a downstroke. So this is called as ascender curve. Next is called as descender. Why it is called ascender curve? Because first it is going upwards. So it's ascending, not descending. So if it's ascending and then coming downwards. Now we have a descender curve. So it's actually the opposite. We have to go first down and then up. So descending is what? Coming down. So yeah, we have to again start from the midline, down and then up. Make a loop, come up, down and then up, down and then up, down and then up. You also have to make a loop like this. So down, thick stroke, up, light stroke, down and up. So what is happening exactly here? You came from the midline and went downwards and then again made a loop coming to the top. So this is the at the center curve. So actually these are the curves that you have to practice first, and then you will learn how to form the letters that I will teach in the third lesson. Okay, do some drills to have a command on your brush pen. Let's do some drills. Why are we doing drills? Because we want to have a command on your brush pen. This let's do the drill. We'll make undertone and move undertone and then start moving it. Go up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So what is actually happening? You are making a muscle memory of your hand so that every time you just start, you have this command on your brush pen. Let's do the opposite of this. Down, sorry. No, not sorry. Down and then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Make sure thin line, thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin line, thick line, right? So you have to keep doing it for like 100 times. Keep practicing till you get that, the muscle memory that whenever your pen is coming downwards, automatically the pressure start to become high, and automatically your pressure, you go upwards, it's low. Let's do a different thing. Let's make an S, something like this. Go, okay? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Making a loop. Let's make do loops with the change in the thickness. Thin, thick, like something like that. Let's do the oval. Thick, thin. How you have to just change the pressure. Okay, mind the thickness. So these are the drills, and there can be more drills. Like one I would like to thin stroke down V. Try to make a vertical V, like A, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can also join it, or you just leave it like that, down. Okay. So this is how you can practice it for like so number of times to have that command on your brush pen. So that's all about this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. So practice. So guys, that was about the video. So you learned the basic strokes, and you have learned the drills and the strokes. So I just hope it will help you a lot. And in this journey of calligraphy, if you really want to learn, these classes will help you a lot. We'll meet in the next video with the third lesson. Yeah, subscribe my channel and hit that like button. Hit that bell icon that you are always updated whenever I am posting any video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.